All right, so in just a few moments, Wesley Jensen is going to begin our Fingals Fingers contest. Actually, this is the Fingals Finger. The idea is to flip the thing over as many times as possible in a 75-second time limit. A 75-second window of opportunity. So we're going to begin with Wesley Jensen. Chase Oney will follow him, and then Tim Gay. That will wrap up the three gentlemen in the 231-pound open class. Then we'll be followed by Cole Wilhelm. Is that right? Is there Cole Wilhelm here today? And then we're going to move to the Masters Heavies. Jason Carter, Jacob Bobs, Chris Faccio. Oh, Chris says he's going to step out. Then Cody Davis, Tyler Cosner, Adam Knotts, Aaron Chapman, Kenny Hacker, Phil Grunzo, then Ryan Butcher, the Bitch, Jamie Bland, Drew Dorsey, and John Sleepy Mauser. But first we're going to begin with Wes Jensen. Wes, where are you? All right, Wes is ready. So when the equipment's ready and when our timekeepers are ready, our officials are ready, you will get your first peek at this super dynamic event called the Fingals Finger, or Fingals Fingers. So anyway, somewhere over there around Great Britain, there's this large body of water, I don't know, the English Channel or some sea or something like that. Hey, I'm from America. I don't know a whole lot of geography. Don't hold it against me. But there's these islands in the sea, and they look like stepping stones for a giant named Fingal. So those are Fingals Islands, and these are Fingals Fingers. By the way, if you are standing anywhere in this area, you are in an extreme amount of danger. Stand back, please. You do not want to get smacked by Fingal's finger. So the giant Fingal, at World's Strongest Man, they set up 5 poles similar to this and said they were Fingal's fingers. So that's the inspiration and the history and the story and all that kind of cool stuff, and that's why we call it Fingal's finger. Meant to represent a giant's finger. Before we kick it off with our first competitor on the Fingal's Fingers, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Tony Bates, the Assistant Director of the Forest Festival. You met Mr. Forest Festival earlier, now meet Mr. Tony Bates. Hey, Tony, why don't you take this microphone for a while?
I'll take it for just a second. I just want to introduce Peggy Phillips. She's the head of the Queen's Department. She's going to announce y'all's royalty for the week. So here's Peggy.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Peggy Phillips. I'm director of the Queen's Department this year. With me today, I have Maid Sylvia Morgan Alyssa Stevens and her 2 maids of honor, Sydney Paige Molnex and Sydney Nicole Leary. Have a good day.
Thank you all for coming. Here's the big man Phil Good.
Take your position!
All right, rock and roll, first competitor on the Forest Festival. Thank you, ladies and maids of the forest.
Are you ready?
Wesley Jensen. 75 seconds, the clock is running. Keep those hands moving, Wes. Keep the hands moving and the feet moving. Keep everything moving.
Oh, wow.
Did you feel that thing smack the ground? Trust me, you don't want to be underneath it. Move the feet, move the hands, move the feet, move the hands. All right, big round of applause for Wesley Jensen, showing everyone just how difficult this event really know. It looked to me like he was really trying. Did you guys think he was trying? If you think he was trying, give him a big round of applause.
Carter's in the hole.
Chase Oney, the next victim for the Fingals Fingers. After Chase, we're going to have Tim Gay. 75 seconds here for Chase.
Ready? Go Chase. Left.
That's right. Keep those hands moving. Keep the hands moving. You got to keep the hands moving. It gets easier. It gets easier from here. Yep. All right. One rep. The first rep of the day. Big round of applause for him, please. Keep the hands moving and the feet moving. That's the whole key on this one. Hands and feet. Hands and feet. Keep them moving. Drive the feet. Drive the feet. 2 reps down. Can he do 3? Keep those hands moving and those feet moving. Keep moving the hands. Keep moving the hands. All right, 2 reps for Chase.
That's brutal. Yeah. And they have that heavy side.
Now, when you're under this thing, you really don't feel like moving your hands up the Fingals finger, but that's the only way you can flip it. And when you get to just beyond 45 degrees, it starts getting a little bit easier. The maximum amount of difficulty is right there at 45 degrees. And as it starts to go past 45, it sort of gets a little lighter, and then you can really get your feet moving too. Again, spectators and helpers, please be on your toes. It's very critical for safety.
Hands up. Bombs on deck. Bombs in the hole.
Athletes, remember, your safety is your responsibility. Be strong, be focused. Tim Gay, our third competitor. He's past the sticking point and he kept those hands moving. Great job, Tim. First rep. We might see 3 reps here. Tim Gay making it look easy. Big clean pump to the shoulders, locks it out. And look at those hands move. Look at those hands move. That's 3 reps. Is he going to go for 4? He says 3 is plenty. Thank you today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're going to talk him into 3. He just was a gentleman, just setting the apparatus for the next competitor. 3 reps, your winner for the 231 Men's Open. Followed in second by Chase Oney. Wes Jensen will take third. Great effort from all 3 competitors. Now we're going to move on to the novice heavyweight. I'm sorry, the Masters heavyweights. We have 2 competitors remaining. Chris Mascio has withdrawn from the contest at this point. He's going to save it for next year. But we're going to have Jason Carter stepping up for the Masters heavyweights, followed by Jacob Bobs. All the way from Tennessee, Jason Carter. Put your hands together. Masters heavyweight division.
Everybody start when I give her to start.
Throw it, nice. Keep it going.
That's
keep
it.
it going. Keep it going. Let it fall.
All right, great job. First rep.
Your time doesn't actually, like, it comes into play if yours is the last one. That's why it's very good. We're all starting.
Come on, Jason.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Come on, keep going, Jake.
Let go of it now.
We'll keep it. Maybe right down just in the. I don't think like
Yeah, walk through it.
I think it's like time, and then we need to go to the next time. Wow. Other thing is, yeah, like,
That's 3 reps. He's got 20 seconds. It's all racing the clock. He says 3 is good for me. Great job, Jason Carter. All the way from Tennessee. Next up, Jacob Bobs. 3 is the mark to beat. Can Jacob Kilt wearing bobs and his fancy black sunglasses get 4 reps? We're going to find out right now.
Push those hips right towards it. Breathe that in tight. Push those hips right towards that barrel.
Nice!
Glue your armpits on it.
Nice!
Come on, Jacob, you got to move faster than that. Let's get 4.
Plenty of time left. It's a minute total, guys, so it's like, give us some updates. Come on, Bob.
This is 3. Going for the tie.
Give the update.
Fast hands, fast feet. Keep it moving.
Come on, Jacob.
Move those feet. Move those feet. Plenty of time for one more rep. Going for the win here.
Come on, get it.
And that's 4 reps. Your winner, men's heavyweight masters, Jacob Bobs. Great job.
Then we got Evan and Luke on deck.
Elvis up next. The strong Elvis up next.
I think so. Mom, apparently, Mom's showing the house.
All right, strong Elvis is in the house. That means we're going to have to up the weight a little bit on this apparatus. Fingals here. So Cody Davis, aka Strong Elvis. Strong Elvis going to kick things off with us for the 265-pound men's open division.
Are you going to actually keep the overall time?
Then we're going to go with Tyler Cosner, Adam Knotts, Aaron Chapman, Kenny Hacker, Phil Grunzel.
Time we're ready. Start. Good. Zach, here you go, Zach. Yeah, finish that lap. Pull it in tight. Get the speed in a little bit. Right back. Get the speed in once you hit a lap. All your focus on getting into your lap again. All that focus getting in lap. Squeeze inward. Squeeze those hands up into it. Zach, get rid of that air. Squeeze, get as much of your body on that stone as possible. Come on, Zach.
On the Atlas Stones, we have Zach Isley. Successful with the first stone, second one a little too much. Big round of applause for Zach on the stones, please. Next up, we're going to have Evan Day from Maryland, your teenage competitor in the 231 teen class. Followed by Braxton's own bouncy Luke Bonnet.
If you guys want to move your stones real quick, first go ahead.
Oh, it's going to be a head-to-head showdown here on the Atlas Stones.
Headers do more stones.
Teen Atlas Stones, ladies and gentlemen. Braxton County's own Bouncing Bonnet and Evan Day with those camo arm sleeves, those orange camo arm sleeves. You know, when you're that strong, you don't need fashion. Right now, we got Strong Elvis coming up on Fingals Fingers.
Not updates necessarily, like telling them.
Oh, Cody.
Have just like this full round.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cody Davis, aka Strong Elvis. Let's go here. 75 seconds for Elvis.
Hey, competitors ready. Timer ready. Lift. Go, guys. Here we go. First head to head. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Come on, Cody.
Let's go, Luke. Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, Cody. Grab your feet.
There you go. Squeeze it. Yes, good distance. Good.
All right, that's one for Strong Elvis. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Put those hands together.
We go. Keep it up.
All the way from Tennessee.
Come on, Cody.
Push it forward.
Press it out, Cody.
One more.
Press it out. Move those hands, move those hands, move the hands, move the hands, move the hands, hands and feet. Keep moving the hands. Keep moving the hands. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep moving the hands. Keep moving the hands. Keep moving the hands. Feet, 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 feet. Hands and feet. Hands and feet. Hands and feet. All right, Elvis is strong, but that thing is heavy, man. Way to go, Cody. All the way from Tennessee. I think we have a quote from Elvis for everybody. Could you please repeat what you just said?
I said that is very heavy. I'm not going to curse in front of the little kids.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, Elvis. Elvis is smart. Elvis is clever. Elvis has good judgment. Tyler Costner, 75 seconds on the clock. Mark the beat thus far, one flip from strong Elvis.
Come on, Tyler.
Walk it. Come on, Tyler. Make it look good. Let's go.
All right, big round of applause for Tyler Costner, showing you just how strong Elvis is to get one rep, and how heavy this Fingals finger from the giant Fingal can be.
We'll have Michael and Kevin head to head. However you want to.
Up next, Aaron Chapman, followed by Kenny Hacker and Phil the Grunzel. Aaron Chapman, his first contest ever, the South Charleston police officer, hailing from southern West Virginia. First contest ever, and his first time ever, like many of these athletes, touching the Fingals finger.
First time ever touched my fingers dealing with this one.
Again, please stay the heck out of the way of this Fingals finger. Lock it out, push it out. Now move those hands, move the hands. Move the hands, clean it. One at a time. All right, one rep under his belt. Smooth and control. Push it out. Lock it out. Lock it out. Take your time. Lock it out. Now move the hands one at a time. Whoa. All right, one rep for Aaron Chapman, his first ever contest. That'll be just behind Cody Davis this time for one rep. About 3/4 of a second behind Cody. Cody finishing one rep in 27.53 seconds. Aaron 28.28 seconds. That'll be good for second place. Next up, Kenny Hacker. 75 seconds on the clock. Kenny's seen this event before, and it shows. Smooth and controlled, efficient. Mark one flip for Kenny. A great time. He's already in first place. Phil Grunzel coming up behind him, though. He's got to be aggressive and defensive at the same time. He's still got plenty of time to go for that second rep. All right, great job, Kenny Hacker. Very fast time for one flip. 12.75 seconds. Twice as fast, more than twice as fast as our other two competitors who managed a flip. Next up, our last competitor in the men's 265 open, Phil the Grunzel.
Well, no, I just go for that event. I'm not.
They were saying,
There's only so many risks I'm going to take for the next surgery.
Grunzel going down for Zerk and getting the first rep. All right, he's got to regroup and get strong and focused for the second rep. If he can do 2 reps, regardless of time, he will win.
Good. Come on! 30 seconds. You got it. Keep it in tight. Drive it.
Oh, and fatigue sets in. I thought he had it. Great job from Phil Grunzel. Probably good for second place. He had a pretty quick first flip, but not quite fast as Kenny Hacker. His time 26.24 for Grunzel's first flip. That will put him in second place, but your winner in that event with the time of 12.75. Kenny Hacker. Rounding out third place will be Cody Davis at 27.53, Aaron Chapman for fourth, and Tyler Costner taking fifth.
Same weight, there's a 265.
Okay, now rounding out Fingals Fingers.
Are you ready?
Class 8-time here, Ryan Putzlew. Poots looking rock solid with his first rep, looking rather casual. Poots doing a great job at keeping the hands moving and leaning in. Leaning into the apparatus and keeping the hands moving. That's 2 reps. Make it 3 reps for the Poots. Put your hands together for that, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, say 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Come on, Poots. Poots, did he make it in time? He still has 3 seconds left. All right, with the time of 1 minute 16.43 seconds, the Poots, 4 reps. His first ever strongman competition, 25 years young, the baby beast, Jamie Bland from Salem, West Virginia. Keep those hands moving, Jamie. Keep those hands moving. Move them, move the hands, move the hands, move the hands. Oh, a little too much for Jamie, the baby beast. He says he's not done. I still got time, by gosh. Lock it out. You got to breathe on this one, Jamie. Breathe. Keep the hands moving. Keep those hands moving. Keep them moving. Hands and feet. Keep them moving. Stay tight. Great job. Great effort. Put your hands together for Jamie Bland, his first ever contest, 25 years young, competing in the open heavy division from Salem, West Virginia. It shows you just how difficult this event is. A very, very dynamic event. Let's see what Drew Dorsey can do. He's got 75 seconds. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen around the apparatus, please be very careful. Keep your distance from these Fingals fingers.
Come on, shoulder, Drew. Walk it up your throat. Come on, Drew.
Great effort from Drew Dorsey, but he says, not today. I'll come back next year and try that one again. And it's time to bring out Sleepy. Where's old John Sleepy Mauser? You know, they say this is a tall man's event, but what do they know? Well, let's find out. John Mauser, put your hands together for John Mauser. The mark to beat is only 4 repetitions set by the Boots. If you can do 4 repetitions in less than 1 minute 16 seconds, 16.43 seconds, you'll win. By the way, somebody wants to talk to you for just a moment. Paul?
I heard a rumor that there was a tall guy from Charleston that had a world record in this event. Phil?
Yeah, you know, but back when, we'll just take a little moment or two. Rest up, take a little nap, Poots. I'm going to tell a story. So, like, back when they said, oh, there's this new event coming out called Fingals Fingers, it was like, I don't know, 2001 or 2, something like that. I guess it was 2000 or 2001. And I'd heard about it. So I built one, and I didn't know how to clean it. I didn't know how to do anything with it. And I made one, and it turned out I had this kind of goofy technique for getting it to my shoulders. And they said, oh, no, you just clean it. You don't have to wrestle it up like that. And I didn't know you could clean the thing. Well, the reason I didn't know it was because mine was about twice as heavy as the heaviest one at World's Strongest Man. And it was very difficult to clean. So when I actually got to World's Strongest Man to do it, I walked over to the heaviest one and just kind of pulled on it and just laughed. And then when I finally got my chance to actually do it at World's Strongest Man, yeah, I think I set a world record straight out of the gate. So anyway, it's a tall man's event. Let's see if that dynamic holds true with old Sleepy. Sleepy, if you will, please. 75 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. You know, that was kind of my sort of technique.
Come on, John. Come on, Johnny, take her out. Come on. Walk it out. Come on. Yeah. Come on, get it out there, Johnny.
That's one. All right, 1 and done. Short and sweet. That'll be good for second place in that event. First, we'll go to the Boots. 8-time competitor, Ryan Pucciolo.
You need this.
Pucciolo? Pucciolo. What is that, French? Is that Italian? Is that German?
All you got.
Must be Spanish.